Hey everybody, I'm Adam. 7 years ago, I quit the American dream to travel to some of the most interesting places around the world. Best places to visit in Japan. So my perspective on this is probably different than a lot of travelers and tourists. I had very little interest to go to Tokyo, for example, and everybody would say you got to go to Tokyo. But a lot of the people that have been living in Japan would say, maybe a couple days and it's good enough. You don't really need to go to Tokyo. Tokyo is definitely a different beast. I would say that I kind of wish I had gone, but my idea was I'll come back to Japan someday anyways. I don't need to force it this time, and I like to travel slow. Okinawa, call it Okinawa and not just call it Japan. It is definitely a little bit of a different world down there, and I felt Okinawa absolutely beautiful. As far as history and culture, there definitely is some, but it's more of this tropical island Hawaii style. I felt that was absolutely worth it, and there's a lot of beautiful smaller islands around Okinawa that are a part of the Okinawan chain. So yeah, definitely Okinawa if you're more of a nature person. I also heard that the southernmost island, Kyushu is the south with Fukuoka and Nagasaki and Beppu. Again, I would like to go there, but just intended to stay in Kyoto and focus on that. I heard a lot of good things about Kyushu. People are a little bit more down to earth, friendly, easier going, bit nicer nature, beautiful beaches. Beppu is this onsen hotspot supposedly, so that's supposed to be really, really worth a visit. In and around Kansai, the region, and Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Kobe, Shiga, which is another prefecture next to Kyoto with the biggest lake in Japan. That was definitely my favorite area for sure. But I didn't really travel around much. I heard a lot of good things about, there's different neighborhoods, different areas of Tokyo. If you want to get a little bit more off the beaten path, Tokyo, Mount Fuji. A lot of people told me summer in Japan is brutal. So if you want to get out, then go up north to Hokkaido. It's, again, you could sort of say it's a part of mainland Japan, but it's its own island in the north, and that they don't have so much of a brutal summer up there. And I also believe not so much of a rainy season or anything like that. Spring and fall, so sakura season around March, April. That's absolutely a great time to visit. And that's, I guess, more around Tokyo and Kyoto, but June, July, August, September, rainy season, and then just really brutally hot and humid. Not the best time to visit, although supposedly, going up north to Hokkaido, that could be a great place to visit, especially in Hokkaido. Again, is supposed to be a bit more back to the roots, a bit more simple. It's supposed to be a great place for skiing. They have some of the best snow, supposedly, in the world, most consistent, best powder snow for snowboarders. And it's supposed to be just really nice up there to do some road tripping. But again, I can't really say too much. Haven't been there. I decided to just leave Japan after my 3 months, and as the weather was getting crazy. And Mount Fuji between Tokyo and Nagoya and heading towards Kansai. So I think there's endless. But I think a really good home base is around Osaka, Kyoto, Kansai, and from there's a lot of the classic Japan that a lot of people are really curious about. Obviously, you can set yourself up in Tokyo, but that's perhaps going to be a bit more of the modern Japan, which maybe, that floats your boat. I would say still Kyoto, Kansai region, Osaka, and I'm most curious to go to Kyushu, the southern island in the mainland, with Fukuoka, Beppu, Nagasaki. Heard a lot of really good things about Nagasaki. So that's what I would say to best places to visit in Japan.